After 4 years of nursing school, and having had many opportunities to work with clients with diabetes, I thought I had a good understanding of the disease. I quickly learned, however, how wrong I was. There is so much to learn about diabetes. Whether you are at risk for developing diabetes or have recently been diagnosed with diabetes, this video has been developed to help you better understand the disease process, as well as to learn about important ways that you can best manage your health. The Provincial Diabetes Program has much to offer you. They offer a series of classroom sessions that provide you with information that will help you to better manage your health. The first classroom series, entitled Getting Started, is focused on teaching you some of the basic information about diabetes, while also giving you information about healthy choices and the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Once you have completed the Getting Started classroom series, you then have the opportunity to meet with the staff at the Provincial Diabetes Program in a one-on-one environment. By meeting with the nurse, the dietitian, or the social worker, you will be able to have individualized care in promoting your health. The nurse, dietitian, or social worker are here for you to answer any questions or to give you information you need to better manage your health. It is very important to understand that the information you will be given in this video is a very condensed amount of information about diabetes, and that further education and one-on-one counseling is highly recommended. While there is no cure for diabetes, it is a disease that can be well managed. The staff of the Provincial Diabetes Program are committed to helping you live a healthy life with diabetes. By giving you education and by working in partnership with you, their goal is to help you achieve your best health. Thank you, and I truly hope you have a better understanding of diabetes after watching this video.
Hello, my name is Carmel Donaldson. I'm one of the diabetes educators here at the Provincial Diabetes Program. I'm going to talk today a little bit about type 2 diabetes. Insulin is very important in order for our bodies to work. When we eat, food is digested into our stomach and it's eventually broken down into sugar. All the food we eat is eventually broken down into sugar, and we need insulin so that that sugar can be changed into energy, and we also need insulin so that the sugar doesn't go too high. There's two things that happen in type 2 diabetes. The first thing is that our bodies don't have enough insulin. You still have insulin in your body, but you don't have enough insulin. The second thing that happens is that our bodies don't use all the insulin correctly. We're not using all our insulin, so therefore it is the term insulin resistance. When our blood sugars are constantly running high for a long period of time, those blood sugars are running through all our blood vessels, through all our body. And this can develop complications down the road because those blood vessels go to all our organs, to our eyes, our heart, our kidneys, and our feet. If you are not blood sugar testing right now, that's okay. But if you are blood sugar testing, the target numbers that we want you to use are 4 to 7. Your blood sugar should be 4 to 7 before you eat and under 10 in between your meals. An important thing to remember if you are blood sugar testing is if you're testing once a day, don't just test in the morning. Mix it up. Maybe you could test at bedtime. Maybe you could test between breakfast and lunch, or you could test between lunch and supper or at lunchtime. But mix it up once a day, but at different times of the day. So then you can bring those blood sugars to your physician, or you can bring them to, if you have an appointment with your diabetes educator, and that gives a good picture of what your blood sugars are doing. Blood pressure is very important, especially with diabetes. Remember when we talked about if your blood vessels have a lot of sugar and your blood vessels go throughout your body and you can down the road develop complications? Well, if your blood pressure is high, it's causing stress and tension as well on those blood vessels. So it is very important to have your blood pressure checked if you have diabetes. We want your blood pressure to be 130/80 or less. And we can talk about that at the Provincial Diabetes Program during the class sessions or in individualized appointments. Physical activity is very, very important with diabetes. Physical activity helps that insulin that's not being used get used up, and it helps lower your sugars. It's like oil for your car. We're not talking about going out and joining a gym or running a marathon, but even simply walking every day. If you're not exercising right now, you can start out with 10 to 15 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week, and just get moving. And that really helps that insulin that's not being used in your body help bring those sugars down. This is a very brief overview of what diabetes is, and I know it's a lot to learn. But by attending our classroom sessions and our follow-up appointments, we will work with you to discover ways to stay healthy with diabetes.
At this point in the video, we would like to talk to you about nutrition. The food that we eat plays a big role in diabetes management. As the food gets broken down into sugar, our body is able to use that sugar for energy. However, when we have diabetes, that sugar that's staying in our bloodstream can cause us problems. While there is no such thing as a diabetes diet, some people have many beliefs about what you should or should not eat. I think you'll be happy to know that there is no food that is off limits when you have diabetes. Some foods are better than others, but with proper portion sizes and in moderation, you can basically eat all of the foods you enjoy. It is recommended that you eat 3 meals per day and that they be spaced no more than 6 hours apart. Some people will benefit from a healthy snack. Many people like to have a snack before bedtime. And as I've said before, there's no food that's off limits to you. However, there are certain snacks that are healthier for you and that will have better health outcomes for you. As we've said many times, we'll go over this in much more detail in the classroom series, or you're welcome to meet our dietitian to get some healthy snack ideas. It is important when you have diabetes that you limit the amount of sugar or sweets that you consume. As we've said, we're not going to tell you you aren't able to have these anymore, but perhaps you could have smaller serving sizes or have these sweets and sugar less frequently. There is a couple of items that we do recommend that you do try to stay away from. These are regular soda as well as any kind of fruit juice. Basically, regular pop and fruit juice contain very high amounts of sugar. So when you have diabetes, these items will have a very fast, rapid effect on your blood sugar levels. So for what to drink, we recommend that you drink water, or drinks like Crystal Light are okay, as well as coffee and tea and milk. It is also recommended that you limit the amount of high-fat food you consume. High-fat foods can cause you to gain weight. And as we talked a little bit before about insulin resistance, this occurs mostly due to additional abdominal weight that you carry. So by eating the high-fat food, you're going to increase your cholesterol as well as increase that insulin resistance that you have. So your body will have a more difficult time in processing the sugar. So another additional point to make at this time is the importance of physical activity in your life. As we've said, it doesn't have to be any great amount, but start out small, find something that you enjoy doing, and you can increase it from there. It helps to find a friend you can do it with, so that'll help you become more motivated to get out and be physically active.
Hello, my name is Viola Evans-Murley, and I am the Provincial Health Education Consultant with the Provincial Diabetes Program of Prince Edward Island. Today I will be speaking to you about the psychosocial aspect, which is the mental and emotional aspect of accepting your diagnosis of diabetes and learning to live with the self-care and management on a daily basis. Often the family member diagnosed with diabetes will ask or need to say out loud, why? Why did I do to cause this? Sometimes the person with the diabetes deals with the blame, shame, and guilt trip of getting diagnosed with this disease. The person may blame themselves for causing the disease and ask what I have done or what I could have done to prevent this diagnosis. It is important to know that a person cannot cause diabetes. However, having said that, it is also important to know that one's lifestyle can be a major factor which can delay the diagnosis of diabetes or bring the diagnosis of diabetes on sooner. Diabetes education is power. This is the power that will help you to make the difference in your own self-care and management. Through this education, the individual living with the diabetes and their family members will have the answers to many of their questions. Families will learn to relax as they gain more confidence in themselves and encourage the family member who is diagnosed with diabetes to become an active member in his or her plan of diabetes self-care and management. Coping is an individualized process which allows for the person to make a plan of diabetes self-care and management. First, allow yourself to feel and become aware of your feelings. Share your feelings. Feelings are neither right nor wrong. They are a big part of your story, your journey of living life. If you are feeling sad, overwhelmed, or angry about the diagnosis, know that these feelings are a very healthy response to this diagnosis. Acceptance and ownership is key to working with any chronic disease. Be open to taking the diabetes education classes. Diabetes education is the knowledge that will allow you to make informed choices and decisions that will support your diabetes self-care and management. Diabetes is a demanding disease that requires daily attention, and in the beginning, it's work. Then, after time, it becomes a way of life. Your health depends on many things, but mostly on you. What you do today in self-care and management of your diabetes can improve all of your tomorrows. Believe in yourself and ask for what you feel you need to support you in your daily diabetes self-care and management. I want to wish you well, and remember, you are your own best investment when it comes to your daily diabetes self-care and management.
I hope that the information you have received through this video has helped you to learn a little bit more about diabetes and to consider ways that you can make changes in your life that will promote your health. The staff of the Provincial Diabetes Program look forward to working with you and to help you on your journey with diabetes.